Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to Cooking with Clifton. Picture this. Fall's just begun, and you've got apples lying around. And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna lie. They're gonna lie, and they're gonna lie until they get all wrinkled and gross looking and ugly. And you're stuck with a bunch of these wrinkly boys that no one's gonna want to eat. But don't be fooled into tossing said boys away, because that's exactly what the man wants you to do. Because these will make a perfect apple jam, or in this case, apple preserves. I mean, pair sensationally with cheese plates. You spread it over freshly baked bread. Shameless plug, check out the description. I have a bread baking video down below. And we start this off by peeling 6 apples, and remember to be careful with your peeling utensil of choice. I'm only mentioning this because the last time I used this, I was peeling my lemons and I had a bad time. So, watch your fingers, your toes, and whatever you're using to peel the. Just be careful. And in case I didn't make it clear before, these apples are 100% not rotten. Like I said, they're a bit wrinkly. They might be getting on in age, if you will, preparing funds to buy the farm, if you know what I mean. But that just means they're going to be super sweet. Perfect for preserves and jams like this. There's no need to throw them away. Look at what you can do with them. And once we've got our apples peeled, the next step is to slice and dice. To do that, we'll be using an apple core and, unsurprisingly, a big old kitchen knife. Cut each piece into half-inch cubes, cover with about a cup and a half of sugar, stir to combine, cover with a clean towel, and place in the fridge for at least 3 hours, but preferably overnight. And these are our apples about 6 hours later, and you can really tell that the sugar has drawn out a lot of the apple juice and pectin from the apples, leaving a simple syrup just chilling at the bottom. Now you can taste an apple if you'd like. I wouldn't worry if it comes out tasting a little too sweet. Of course it's going to taste sweet at this point. It's been sitting in syrup and sugar all night. We can take care of that later, but for now, we're going to grab a medium-sized saucepan and place over medium heat, where we will carefully, and I do mean carefully, pour our apples in and stir frequently, just to make sure nobody gets too warm and happy at the bottom of the pot. Anything burns, you're going to have a bad time. Once a mild simmer has been achieved, reduce the heat to medium-low and add the juice of 1 lemon. And this is the reason why I said you won't have to worry too much if your apples are too sweet at the beginning, because the lemon juice is going to cut it and add a little bit of contrast and some much-needed depth to that flavor. Once you've added your lemon juice, stir to combine and mix, or rather mash, with a potato masher. This is going to achieve that sort of rustic apple preserve look, while sparing you the pain and suffering that comes with essentially chewing on an apple. Yeah, so just squish it good. And now stir continuously until the syrup has been reduced to your liking. Now, I personally like to leave a little bit of that at the bottom, just enough to bind everything together once you leave it to cool in the fridge. If you're not familiar with the term reduction, it basically means just cooking it off until most of, if not all of, the liquid that's at the bottom of the pan is gone. Remove from the heat and let cool in the pot for about 5 minutes before transferring to a mason jar of your choice. And would you look at that? This is some perfectly solid apple jam. Like I said, man, some perfectly good apples have now become some perfectly good apple preserves. Easy peasy.